For the second straight day, the U.S. House of Representatives has failed to elect a speaker, and the rupture inside the Republican conference appears to be worsening for House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy. Right now, the House is voting in a sixth ballot, likely the last vote we will have today. McCarthy is already on track to lose this one as well, after also failing to reach 218 votes on the fourth and fifth ballots. Both of those votes took place today after the first three yesterday. 21 of his colleagues have defected in those ballots. It's up from 19 from yesterday's first ballot. Of those 21, 20 voted for Florida Republican Byron Donalds. One has voted present, which actually has lowered the winning number to 17. Democrat Hakeem Jeffries has remained the top vote getter on every ballot so far, with all 212 Democrats voting for him. He is, if we have this one present vote, 5 short of the speakership, if you're keeping track of that side of the aisle. Bottom line right now, McCarthy appears to be in a more precarious position than he was in yesterday, and he was in a pretty tough spot yesterday. Patience among some of his supporters is beginning to wane. Colorado Republican Ken Buck this afternoon said that McCarthy needs to step aside if he can't strike some kind of deal with the holdouts by today. Another McCarthy ally, Don Bacon, has gotten so frustrated that he compared the group of roughly 20 McCarthy critics to terrorists, calling them the Chaos Caucus and the Taliban 19. McCarthy's critics remain unmoved. Ralph Norman told reporters, quote, "I'll sit here for 6 more months. It doesn't matter." None of McCarthy's critics have budged even after former President Trump urged them earlier today to give in, which shows you just how far Trump's power has diminished inside even the Trumpiest parts of the party. Take a listen to Colorado Republican and Trump loyalist Lauren Boebert on the House floor earlier today in a Byron Donalds nominating speech.
Let's stop with the campaign smears and tactics to get people to turn against us. Even having my favorite president call us and tell us we need to knock this off, I think it actually needs to be reversed. The president needs to tell Kevin McCarthy that, sir, you do not have the votes and it's time to withdraw.
So, can anything break this log jam? We have no idea. Democrats for now are content to sit back, stay in the chamber, by the way, not just vote present, and watch the GOP struggle to govern. And the Republicans opposed to McCarthy don't exactly have any hard and fast demands. One McCarthy ally yesterday summed it up by saying that McCarthy's critics feel like they win politically when the party loses. McCarthy himself doesn't seem to have any deals in mind either. His argument when he came off the floor last night essentially came down to, if not me, who?
We've got 10 times as many votes, but from the standpoint is we got to find a way that we all work together. So I don't know who else could actually put that together. I don't think there's enough.
Folks, there is no end in sight to this standoff, and as long as there is no speaker, there is effectively no House of Representatives. Members cannot be sworn in, committees cannot be seated, bills cannot be debated, subpoenas cannot be issued. You get where I'm going here. So for all intents and purposes, the lights are on in the House, but nobody's home.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.